Hey guys, welcome to this video and welcome to my channel, Soul Space. I'm Alina Soul, energy healer and holistic coach. And today we are talking about my favorite topic, life purpose. If you are looking for a life purpose, or you have one already but you want to renew it, you are not alone. I got you. Today I will help you with some practical advice, some exercises, questions, my personal experience to find that purpose, to find this sense, this meaning of your life. And don't be scared. It's not something grand and unattainable. It's actually very simple, yet very fulfilling and feels really good to have it. So, first of all, I want to share my little story. 2 years ago, I was looking for my life purpose. At some point, I just had to ask myself that question. I was doing the job that wasn't really fulfilling me anymore. And the life in general that I lived, I was like a flight attendant. I lived in Dubai. I traveled the world. I had a good salary. I had friends. I had a boyfriend. But all of that really did not fulfill me anymore. So it seems like what else can you ask for? You have a great job, you travel the world, you have a very comfortable life, right? But that's the thing, you can have the most comfortable life, but you are still not happy. And it happens for several reasons. Sometimes we're just not grateful for what we have, but the other reason is obviously we don't have this sense of purpose. And we wake up every day feeling lack of purpose, feeling sad, feeling frustrated, sometimes even depressed, because we don't understand what is it for. What is all this life about? So I started my journey 2 years ago. I left the job. I broke up with my boyfriends and I left the country and I moved to Bali. The reason why I moved to Bali was kind of calling me. I was thinking about this island all the time, though I never been there, and I found there is something there for me. And I started my spiritual journey in Bali. I was meditating before, I was doing yoga before, but I never really dived deep enough to understand who am I, why am I here, what do I want to do in this life. I had some ideas, but I couldn't really put them together. I couldn't really put them as a plan. I couldn't really start doing something just because I wasn't really sure is it for me or not. So I just didn't want to find myself again frustrated, depressed, and doing something I don't love. And I had some time, I had some savings, not much, but I could afford to live a few months just looking for that life purpose. Doesn't mean I was just sitting and meditating all day long for 6 months. I was trying different jobs. I was trying to dive into different projects. I was trying to work with different people. And this was one of the reasons I have finally found my purpose. But we'll talk about it a bit later. I want you to understand why is it important to have the life purpose. If you feel recently that, yeah, you don't enjoy life anymore as much as you used to, or you kind of try to distract yourself with cheap dopamine, they call it, right? It's like maybe you're watching Netflix too much, maybe you're drinking alcohol too much, maybe like nothing really brings you that happiness anymore, or like it's okay, life is okay, but you know you deserve much more, and it can be much better. That's what I felt. I felt like life is okay. I can live like this, but I know there is something much more than this, something that will make me so much more happy and fulfilled, something that I will just be so grateful for to have. Having that life purpose doesn't only affect this feeling of fulfillment, but it also affects your health, mental and physical. So if you don't really enjoy what you do or you feel lost, of course, your mental health is not in the greatest shape, as well as your physical health, because you don't really, you tend to not take care of yourself that much. You tend to neglect some self-love rituals or self-care rituals. I don't say for all, but many people do neglect if they don't feel that their life is meaningful. So, what I'm trying to highlight here is that it does affect your health. So maybe it's one of the greatest motivations to actually search and fulfill that life purpose. And motivation itself is a great benefit of having that life purpose. You're much more motivated to achieve things in life if they are aligned to your life purpose. So if you know your vision, your mission, the bigger picture, you tend to accomplish things much better. The other great thing about having this sense of purpose is the feeling that you're guided. The feeling that you know exactly that is your path. You don't doubt. You don't change your choices that much. You know that you've made the right choice. So you don't have to overthink your choices anymore. You know your values, you know your life purpose, and you know what choices and actions you need to do in order to get there. You just intuitively know that. Knowing your life purpose obviously helps you to connect to your inner self on a very deep level, to connect to your soul, and to fulfill that soul's desires. And this is the most important thing we can do in life. So it's just beautiful. Life purpose is also about contribution to society, or just to particular people, or to someone who you want to serve. Like, it's not just about serving, but you probably notice when you do something great and people are grateful, it just feels good. It's hard to explain. It just feels amazing. And this is what also life purpose is about. Also, on this journey, you will challenge yourself a lot, which is great for your personal growth and for becoming the person you want to become. And having that motivation and having the sense of purpose will help you to overcome all these challenges much easier. Trust me. Now let's move on to the practical part of the video. And I really encourage you to take a journal, or if you don't have time right now, you can do it later. And we will find your purpose in just 4 steps. And the first step is to answer a question for yourself. What do you love? What are your passions and interests? You already know them. Some of them you kind of forgot. Maybe you used to love something as a child, and like you still like it actually, but you just can't find time for it maybe. Or it wasn't really something that can help you make money. That's why you kind of gave up on this hobby. Try to write down at least 10 things that spark that interest in you, that ignite your soul, and something that really makes you feel also energized and happy when you do it. The second question is, what are you good at? What are your strengths and skills? Also, write at least 10 of those. They don't have to be hard skills. They can be soft skills like listening, empathy, being supportive, understanding emotions, emotional intelligence, so on. It doesn't have to be like a hard skill of, I don't know, programming. Yeah, anything you're really, really good at. The third question is what the world needs, meaning how can you contribute to make a difference in the world? Or how can you contribute to help some people? Think about this and write at least 10 of those. And the last question is what can you be paid for? What will sustain you financially? Don't really put limits here, right? Maybe you've never done particular work, but potentially you can do it. Potentially you can be that person making money this way. So try to write down at least 10 of these things. So once you're done with your questions, please draw 4 circles like this. And in the intersections, there will be an activity or a few activities that, first of all, bring you joy. You are good at it. It can help the world make a difference, and also it can sustain you financially. So this exercise is based on my favorite Japanese philosophy, Ikigai. And it's all about finding that balance. Into this philosophy too much because we don't have that much time. So if you want to explore it more and if you want to try more practical exercises, I created the full guide for you. And I will just leave it in the caption below. You can click the link and get it for free. It's my gift to you, and I hope it's going to be very helpful. Enjoy. And before I check the caption and download this guide, I want to bust some myths because there are so many myths around life purpose and the stressing us out. For example, life purpose is something grand and unattainable. It's for the whole life. You can't change it. You gotta choose once for your whole life. Like, this is not true. It can change over time. It will evolve with you. Try to look at life purpose as something flexible, something that can change while you are changing. So maybe right now you're 20 and you feel that your life purpose is to explore the world and you love traveling and you also can get paid for it, sharing it on social media, and you also can serve people watching your stories, right? Inspiring them and showing them what the world looks like. So it can be it. And then maybe later in your 30s, you decide to change your life purpose. So it doesn't have to be really fixed. Try to be very open to whatever you feel your life purpose is right now. Maybe it's about self exploration. Maybe it's about helping the community. Maybe it's about helping animals. So you never know what it can be and how you can monetize it. Try to play with it and try to be really open to whatever you find in that exercises for yourself. The other myth I don't like is that your life purpose is your career. It doesn't have to be your career. It can be your relationship, it can be your hobby, it can be anything. Of course, you can learn to monetize it so you can make it your career, but it doesn't have to be your career. And also you can kind of add this sense of purpose to your career. Maybe right now your career doesn't feel good or fulfilling. Try to look at it from a different perspective and angle. Try to add some sense of purpose to it. Try to align it to your life purpose. And if you can't, whatever you do, you can't align it, maybe it's time to change your career and find something more meaningful, something that aligns with your vision and with your mission and with your purpose. And the last myth is that your life purpose is just about you. Of course, it's not. It's about people around you. It's about your community. It's about everyone you want to serve and everyone you want to help. So don't make it just about you. Of course, it's about you and your soul and your desires, but somehow it's all connected. So think about all the people around you that you can help understanding and finding your life purpose. So I hope this video was useful for you. If you like this video, please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, like the video, download that guide, try it. If you want to jump on a call with me, I offer right now 30 minutes free calls to 3 people per week. If you'd like to be one of those, you can just find the link in the caption, apply, and I will reach out to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Love and light to you all. Love you and thank you.